Hey, what's up, guys? The Fox is here, and today this is episode 98 of the International Hunger Games. Now, originally, I was gonna record a non VTuber game here because I was actually thinking of doing a reunion to a video that I was actually a fan of a long time ago, but I'm gonna save that one for episode 99. As for the 100th episode, I decided to put it up as the final episode for the VTuber Hunger Games as we speak. So as you see right here, District 1, and then you see these other random numbers of 7, 16, and 35. These are the 24 VTubers that failed to qualify into the 36th round of Hunger Games. 12 of them advanced, but unfortunately, Fillion, considering her entire account has been flooded out, gone, and everything else, what we're going to do is try to add one of these 24 one more opportunity in the competition. So technically, someone is going to take over Fillion's place as we speak. These 24 failed the competition. I've already said their names before, so it's better not to say them again. With that being said, let's break it down. So these 24 VTubers have one more opportunity left, and that's all they're going to get. Emirichu and Ninome will run away to the Cornucopia. Apricot, Crony, and Roa work together, with Camilla also running away. Tricky retrieves a trident while Buff Puff runs away. Shy Lily rips a mace out of Vienna's hands while Chibi runs away, followed by Cinder. Cotton scares off Panthera. Akuma runs away, followed by her friend Bao. VB retrieves a trident as Iron Mouse runs away. Nyanners runs away to the Cornucopia to hide, while Tiara does the opposite. And Shirakami Fubuki stabs our rookie buddy Crocodile in the back, ending her reign again. Not a lot of luck for our Crocodile friend, I'll tell you that. Lena and Saba will run away from the Cornucopia, only having one fatality in competition. And look right there, with Roa receiving clean water, Cinder will triumphantly take out both Ninome and her former friend Balawale. It stinks to see how their relationships died, and it just had to happen here. Cottontail defeats Crony in a fight, with Fubuki falling into a frozen lake. Akuma Numine stalks Buff Puff while Camilla chases Shy Lily down. Chibi practices her archery while Saba Samiko trap kills Nyanners. Vienna severely injures Iron Mouse, leaves her to die while these four hunt for their tributes. Panthera stalks Lena while Tricky attempts to climb a tree. And there we go, guys. 7 cannon shots are gone, and look at these great characters. They had another opportunity, and that fell down to deaf ears. VB tries to treat her infection while Samiko, Camilla, Cinder, Apricot, and Imirichu sleep in shifts. Numi snuggles to Cottontail. Panthera, Lily, and Crony cheerfully sing songs while Tiara is unable to start a fire, unfortunately. Vienna stays awake all night while Lena, Chibi, Buff Puff, and Roa sleep in shifts. VB camouflages herself. Lily goes to a cave. Lena makes a slingshot. These 5 hunt for other tributes while Apricot receives an explosion. We're not going to get any fatalities today. Saba stalks Tiara. Buff Puff gets medical supplies. Emirichu makes a slingshot. Crony forces Roa to kill Camilla and Cinder, and good for her because she takes out Cinder. And that's the only person done in competition. With 16 tributes left of competition, the battle has only begun. Now we have these 3 cheerfully singing songs, while these 4 tell stories about themselves and ghost stories. Lena climbs up a tree to rest, while VB tries to sing herself to sleep. These 3 actually sleep in shifts, while these 2 hold hands, and these 2 also sleep in shifts. Not a lot of stuff happened last night. VB constructs a shack while Cotton defeats Tiara, but decides to spare her life, which we don't know why. Camilla questions her insanity while Buff Puff scares off Lena. Lily sees smokes rising from the distance while Numi tries to spear fish. Vienna and Crony split up for resources while Saba tries to spear fish with a trident. Roa injures herself while Roa while Raora Panthera retrieves a hatchet. Apricot steals from Chibi while Emirichu falls in a pit. And that is the only fatality in competition in the day. Wow. Tiara receives fresh food while Cottontail catches Camila off guard. Panthera receives clean water while Chibi passes out from exhaustion. Vienna goes to sleep while Roa lets Saba into her shelter. Vivi tries to sing herself to sleep while Buff Puff starts a fire. These four sleep in shifts while Shy Lily thinks about winning. Buff Puff accidentally detonates a landmine, which means she's not going to join her friend Rose Doodle in the competition. That's unfortunate. Shy Lily thinks about home while Lena receives clean water. Apricot, VB work together while Panthera makes a slingshot. These three hunt for their tributes while Chibi defeats Crony but does nothing about it. Numi gets fresh food while Saba also attacks Tiara. And again, she escapes. 2 more cannon shots are released again. Not a lot of tributes are going down in every round, but competition should get a little bit tougher. Apricot fends away from the fire from these three. While these three are discussing the game, what might happen in the morning, Lena ambushes Chibi and Shy Lily accidentally steps on a landmine. And there's another fatality that we might not talk about for a long time. Kind of stinks to see that happen. While Tiara tends to Roa's wounds, Cottontail tends to her wounds as well. And there we go. Only a handful of tributes are still alive here. Apricot injures herself while Roa chases Saba. Tiara receives explosive while Raora dies from hunger. Cottontail sets off an explosion, taking out Crony, Numi, Vienna, and Lena. Those are some great characters I really thought were going to be. One of them was going to make it to the finals, all in dark clothes they're wearing, but Cottontail showed who's the boss, and that right there says it. VB receives an explosive, which means we only have 6 tributes. Yes, 6 tributes left in competition here. Let's look at the death count here. I'm surprised at Apricot, how she barely managed to qualify competition a bunch of times. And even though Kiara has been close enough with Samiko, Cottontail, VB, and Roa, they've scored on a couple kills for each other for each, but Cottontail is on fire. Someone has to stop Cottontail before the worst happens. VB and Apricot sleep in shifts while Saba Tiara are working together to track down Roa, while Cottontail quietly hums into the darkness to be in the top 5. Man, we have a lot of interesting characters here. These are some interesting characters that we might almost want to see in the finals. And look right there. Only no one goes to the cornucopia for the feast except Tiara stuffing a bundle of dry clothes. And right there, Samiko, Apricot split up for resources. Kiara will take care of Cottontail, while VB unknowingly eats toxic berries, so we don't have to worry about Cottontail. And I'm sure Tsunagi Yuzu is going to be happy that she didn't make it. While we have Tiara, Samiko, and Apricot, we're having a little bit of an interesting competition here. No one ever thought this was going to... Yep, I was expecting stupidity, and this is what we got here. Okay, let's just get to day 7. Saba collects fruit from a tree while Apricot begs for Tiara to not kill her, which we don't know why. And we don't know why she keeps her alive for some reason, because they're the only 3 that are left alive with her and Saba Samiko, so someone has to end it all right now. Tiara bashes Apricot's head in what she... Let me try that again. Tiara bashes Apricot's head in with a mace while Samiko receives medical supplies. And now we have the rematch. Samiko defeated Tiara, had moments. Tiara escaped. Let's see what happens here in competition. Are you kidding me? Tiara had the chance to beat... Wow. Just wow. Wow. Yeah. Well, I can't argue about that. Saba Samiko, 2025 Rookie of the Year, is now our winner. And she just got the chance to take over Fillion's place to be in the finals. Wow, congratulations, Samiko. And just for the heck of it, we'll give her 1.5 million subscribers just for the win here. What a surprising come from behind there for Samiko there. Not the way I wanted her to win, but she got the job done, and that's all that matters. And again, let's go back to the placement. Well, first of all, let's just check this out here. Like, a lot of the tributes were spaced out in the summary, but that right there says a lot. Cottontail actually falls so bad. Like, Cottontail had a dominant run from that explosion. I'm surprised she didn't do nothing good after the end. She kind of fell behind at the end thanks to Tiara. Tiara seemed like she was making a huge comeback, winning back-to-back already, which is kind of surprising. It was even surprising that she even decided to... Did she was the one? Yeah, it's kind of weird that in day 7, she keeps Apricot alive, and then she changes her mind in night 7 to do it, and then she does this at the end. That's ridiculous. Alright guys, well hope you viewers enjoyed the video. Saba Samiko, never expected that to come out of the way, but it just goes to show you any one of these characters can come out of nowhere to put out a great win. So Saba Samiko is going to take over for Fillion. Episode 98 is in the bag. And by the way, here's something interesting I want you viewers to know. I've been trying to search up for something here. When I was looking up, I don't know, I think it was settings. Yeah, by the way, before I end this episode, when I found this interestingly, now I did set this to high def rate, very high, but when I actually looked at this, I found something called endgame probability describes frequently endgame of assuming user has at least one included. Now, I'm a little bit concerned about this, and even though I clicked always, I didn't understand what that meant as much. And then it showed us endgame trigger, which says describes whether endgame events can occur between just players who are loyal to O or anyone left. And it's kind of weird because I tried to play one off for some reason, such as use districts and use anyone. And again, I'm a little bit confused by this, and because it does say start Bloodbath to night 50 or something, I'm trying to find out how this works as much, but who knows? Like, I'm going to try to find that out because technically, who knows what this stuff is. But you know what? All I could say is that's not important right now. Next time, we are going to put 12 tributes. I'm going to adjust the size to 12 tributes in episode 99. They're not VTubers. Let's just say it's something I want to go back to reunite with, just something that I was in love with in the past. That will be episode 99. With that being said, till then, we'll see you guys next time. Take care.